Welcome back, everybody. So as we learned a little earlier, Candace had a little bit of a sushi snafu at a New Year's Eve party, and she really wanted to learn how to make sushi. So we brought in the best. Chef Eric Crowley of the Culinary Classroom is here to teach Candace and us how to do this. Welcome,
We have got to turn her 2017 around. I mean, you bring it out of there with sideways
here we
sushi.
go. Sushi rolls. Right. This is your favorite thing. We're going to wind up making tuna rolls, which are probably very common and very popular. Also a really easy thing to procure. And here we have some mushrooms and some cucumbers and some carrots and, of course, some sushi-grade tuna. Really important that you get that.
Let me find out, because we don't find out how much of a sushi lover you are. Yes. Like, how often do you go out? Do you go for the really exotic stuff, or are you just a California roll kind of guy?
Oh, no, I eat everything. We eat everything. Yeah. We have Saturday sushi, so at least once a week as a family we eat sushi.
Do you also do Taco Tuesdays? Is everything a theme?
Sometimes we do.
So what do you
Lover
usually...
of Japan, so I eat all kinds of fish, but I do love the rolls, and when I tried to make them, they are much harder to do than they look.
Don't despair.
To make them pretty, okay.
Take a little practice.
What are you doing over there, Chef?
So what I have here is some nori seaweed, and what I'm going to have you do, Candace, is grab a little bit of carrot, cucumber, mushroom, or whatever you like. You can put whatever you like in here.
I see you have them cut a certain way, right?
Yes, and it's really important that it's against the grain. I don't know if you can see these lines on this tuna fillet. See that? That's the flake of the fish, very much like the grain on a flank steak. And you want to cut against or perpendicular to it, as much as perpendicular to it as you can get.
But we want to cut our vegetables like
I like to have them, really nice thin julienne. So you just have a little textural crunch, and you're not detracting from the fish, because that's really the highlight. Very nice.
What are those white things? What are
those are enoki mushrooms. So you'll see what I always like to do is I like to have them hanging off the edge. That looks great.
Is she overstuffing
like that? See, looks really cool.
So let me ask you, how fresh do we buy the fish? How far in advance?
Fresh.
Okay.
So no more than a day. So I always tell my students when I teach this class to get the fish on the day that you want to have your sushi party or have family over for Sushi Saturdays.
Okay.
And when you do get it home, I recommend you put it onto a tray, Pyrex baking dish, maybe get a bag of ice cubes and set it right on top.
Okay.
Fish keeps best when it's cold. There you go.
Let's talk about the rice for a minute.
Yep.
Because how is sushi rice different than any other kind of rice?
Well, sushi rice is considerably shorter in grain than your typical medium or long grain rice. It's like an arborio, but not. It's Calrose is probably one of the more common varieties of rice that you wind up using, and you can get it pretty much in any supermarket.
Does it say sushi rice?
It'll sometimes say sushi
Just
rice
so
or say excellent for sushi, something like
say,
that.
Debbie's, take this one. This is what it'll say. It's real specific.
Can we actually eat, or do we have to
roll?
keep watching?
Yeah, that's my question.
Okay, good. Let's dig in.
Are we ready to roll?
No, wait. Hang on.
Wasabi in there.
I got to go back. I got to go back because I wanted to deal with the fish situation, because that's what sushi is about, is having really good sushi grade, fish. So how do I know it's fresh if I go to the store, a fishmonger?
Right, exactly.
Do I smell? Am I looking for something?
Smell is definitely a good thing to look for. One of the things that you should notice when you wind up going up to the fish counter at the grocery store is that all the fish should be sitting on trays, and all the trays should be sitting on crushed ice. Really, really important. If you have any kind of fishy aroma as you're walking up to the counter, not a big fan. I'd rather turn around and go to another supermarket, high-end supermarket, or if you can find a Japanese supermarket in a Japanese neighborhood in your town, that would be great.
What if we don't live near the ocean? Sorry.
Right.
If we don't live, I grew up in Iowa.
Right.
So we had catfish in the river, but could I still
Catfish
assume?
in the river.
You sure can. And in fact, that's one of the wonderful things about airplanes and flight. You can get sushi grade fish shipped right in right away.
All right.
Okay.
I think there's actually a 3-star or big high-end sushi restaurant in Dallas, of all places. You can think about that for a
Dallas has
second.
great food.
I do have a question. Can I grow this kind of tuna at home?
Possibly. Get a big enough tank. Yeah, right? Now for rolling, okay?
Okay, let's roll.
You're going to take your thumb and your forefinger, thumbs
Okay, this is
underneath
the part
the
I
mat,
really...
okay?
This is the part we screwed up.
Now these fingers, you're going to lightly hold on to what you're getting in the roll. And you're going to bring your thumbs up like that. Okay, there you go. And then once this comes in contact with the rice, give it a little press, just a little gentle press.
I'm scared.
Now
What does that do? Is that kind of pushing it
Kind of
together,
seal it
right?
up a little bit. Now peel this back a little bit more. Stop about right there, and then you're going to come on in. You're going to roll up a little bit more. Another little press. Yeah. Okay.
Hey, what
then what I like to do for this little lip right here, you take a little bit of water and go ahead and draw it right on the edge.
Oh, didn't we forget rice vinegar? Didn't I need
There's a
to
little
do
bit of
that
vinegar
with-
inside the water,
with
and this
the-
is what
oh, okay.
sushi chefs wind up having
So
to
so
go
your
ahead and
fingers don't stick to the rice
exactly.
and
Yes. Okay.
the
And then you're
paper.
just going to fold this up. Now give it
Okay.
one final press and get that watery.
Wait, hang on for
seam
the
right on there.
reveal.
Yes,
Before you
right?
undo
Big
that,
Drum
reveal.
roll, another
we
drum
have to
roll.
have the reveal to make sure.
Another drum roll.
Are you guys ready for the reveal? Do we want to see if we are turning this whole thing around for 2017? I hope so.
That's impressive.
Yes!
That's
Now
impressive.
get it.
Time.
Thank you.
you.
Good job. Thank you. You did it. Now, the other thing is about slicing, okay? And one of the things
Okay.
I find that helps is to take a little bit of water and get it on the side of your blade.
Okay.
Nice, gentle sawing motion on the roll. Not a lot of downward pressure, or else you're just going to
you wouldn't
crush
Start
it.
in the center, not
I
on
usually
the
cut
end.
it in the middle.
Okay.
Yep. And then
Let
Go ahead
Candace
and
try
cut it right
too.
in- yep.
Let's see if she could do it.
Can you
Okay,
speak
come on
Japanese
over.
for us, Dave?
Konnichiwa.
cut that guy right in half.
I
This
think that's
one?
Chinese.
Yep.
Arigato
There you go.
gozaimasu.
Arigato.
There you go. Yeah. Good.
Shaughnessy!
Excellent. Not bad.
Every time, every
There you
time.
go.
So I've-
Now,
a
now
question-
would you
Yes,
do 2 or 3 here?
Go ahead.
Would you do 2 or 3 here?
I usually
this
just cut it
out
right in
here.
half. You
Okay.
could do 3 if you want.
And you use that knife, not like a
want me to
serrated
cut one?
edge.
You
kinda
don't
knife?
have
No.
No.
Oh, okay.
Now, when you're at the sushi bar, the sushi chef will have this really
Can I
long,
take this?
thin slicer, but you don't need to go out and buy it.
Okay, so
Okay.
speaking of the
Chef's
sushi
knife like
bar,
that'll be fine.
everybody knows that sushi isn't exactly a cheap meal.
Nope.
Sushi is quite expensive
Yeah,
because
it
the
is.
fish is expensive.
Right.
However, if we were to be making this at home for
Yeah.
ourselves on Sushi Saturday, how much money do you think we could save?
Typically, for a family of 4, you'd probably expect to spend like $200 at the restaurant.
Yeah.
And when you're at home, you can get away with $50 easily.
Really?
Wow.
And you'll have rice left over that you can, because you have to buy a big bag of rice. You'll have soy sauce left over and vegetables and all kinds of stuff.
And I just want to bring up a point It's a quick question because a lot of times my wife and I, we like the soy wrap.
Yeah.
Is the same process? Is it
Exactly the same.
Exactly the
You
same.
got
It
it.
won't fall apart. It's
Nope.
not gentle.
Not at all.
I'm all
Mark.
in.
So great.
I'm all
Get
in.
into
That
some
was-
of that sushi.
thank
It's
you.
My
delicious.
absolute
Let's
pleasure.
do it.
Taste it.
Here we go.
my
I
bad.
know.
Go for it.
I want small
Come on over.
pieces.
Yeah.
For all of
Want me
Chef
to
Crowley's
slice this one
sushi
up for you?
recipes, go to our Pinterest page. And for more information, visit our website or go to culinaryclassroom.com. Up next, if her mouth isn't full, it's Orly.
Oh, I'm good. Guys, we're saving money on sushi. We're saving money on hemming your pants. Just as delicious. Come on back.